Alright, let's set the stage. You've asked about time, timelines, and this distinct feeling of a timeline shift. This isn't just a metaphysical idea anymore. For many, it's a lived experience. It feels less like walking a single, predetermined path, and more like a switching yard. Imagine your life not as one train track, but a vast network of parallel tracks. You are the engine, and your consciousness, your choices, your focus, that's the switch that determines which track you're on. A timeline shift is the palpable clunk of the switch, the moment you move from one set of probabilities to another. So, how do you identify it? How do you know you're not just having a weird week, but that you've genuinely shifted onto a new track? There are signatures. First, a profound and sudden sense of discontinuity. It's not just déjà vu, it's the opposite. The feeling that the familiar has become strangely unfamiliar. You look at your life, your routines, even your own history, and there's a subtle crack in the narrative. It feels like the you from 6 months ago was living a different story. The props are the same, but the play is different. Second, you'll notice a cascade of meaningful coincidences, synchronicities, that are too specific, too timely, to be random. They act like signposts on this new track. You think of a long-lost friend, and they email you an hour later. You have a random thought about a book, and you find it in a free little library the next day. These aren't just cute moments. They are confirmations from the universe that you are in a new flow of probability, where these connections are not just possible, but likely. And third, there's an energetic reset in your relationships. People you were deeply entangled with suddenly feel distant, like their signal is fading. Conversely, new people, or old acquaintances you never paid much mind to, suddenly step into central roles, as if they were always meant to be there. The cast of your life is being recast according to the new script of this timeline. This is the foundation. You are in the shift when your past feels like a different version of you. Your present is filled with confirming winks from the universe, and your social world has reconfigured itself. Let's extend our metaphor. If we are the engine on these tracks of probability, then a psychic is not the train conductor. A psychic is a track surveyor. They have a knack for standing on a hill, looking out over the vast network of switches and tracks, and reading the landscape. What are they seeing? They're sensing the tracks that are most illuminated by your energy in the moment of the reading. As you said, some tracks are brighter, some are fainter. The 7 months prediction, that's the surveyor saying, based on the current speed and direction of your energy, the most probable route to that destination runs along this track, and it will take about 7 months to get there. But here is the critical, life-altering point you just made. You are not a passenger. You are the engine and the engineer. The moment you receive that information, your entire relationship with the prediction changes. If you hear 7 months and you internalize it as a fixed, unchangeable sentence, you have done something profound and, frankly, limiting. You have downshifted, you have programmed your subconscious to believe that effort now is futile, that the outcome is a distant future event. Your energy vibration lowers to match that timeline of delayed fulfillment. You've effectively chosen the scenic route because you were told it was the only one. But what if you heard 7 months and your mind, your spirit, rebelled? What if you thought, no, I can do this in 7 days? That rebellion is not you rejecting the psychic's reading. It's you activating a higher potential timeline. You are shifting your energy, your focus, and your actions into a state of intense present moment capability. You are illuminating a track that was perhaps too dim for the surveyor to see, clearly a track that requires a sudden, powerful upgrade in your own voltage. This is why a reading cannot come true. It's not that the psychic was a fraud, it's that you changed the variables. The you that received the reading no longer exists. You've shifted your vibration through your subsequent mindset, choices, and beliefs. You are now a different engine on a different track. So the rule is this: listen to the psychic for the map of your current potential, but never ever hand them the controls to your engine. Use the information as a data point, not a decree. I have this thread. The concept of your energy changing the game after the reading is vital. Ready for the next part? The next part is for the energy check of the Patreon special members. I put a gift in the description. Check it out. Let's tie this directly into everything we've built so far. And now to the gardener of your own reality. You're talking about the conscious, strategic selection of timelines, not as a spiritual escape, but as a practical tool for a fulfilling life. You've identified two distinct, valuable plots in the garden of your potential. The high vibrational timeline, the flower. This is the state of flow. It's psychic, intuitive, connected to the ether. Things are accomplished with ease and synchronicity. It feels like magic. This is the timeline where you're working with the universe in a co-creative dance. The material joy timeline, the root. This is a more grounded, tangible state. The joy here comes from material accomplishment, from building, from seeing concrete results. Your focus is on the physical world, your health, your wealth, your home, your tangible goals, your HML. It's not lower, it's denser. It's where spirit takes form. And you've hit on a profound truth. Sometimes, in the pursuit of the high vibrational flower, we can lose the joy of the root. We can become so ungrounded in the psychic realms that we forget the simple satisfaction of a task completed. A body well cared for, a bank account growing. The key, as you so wisely said, is to ask, right now, I should be in which timeline of mine? This is the ultimate act of self-awareness and power. You are no longer a victim of whichever timeline you stumble into. You are its curator.